Jon Heyman manning the inside corner on a Tuesday. We are trying to make deals for big-time stars. Let's do a good morning to you, Jon. Spending other people's money, I love it. When Vlad signs, my favorite activity. When Vlad signed for $500, what did we all say? We said Kyle Tucker's waiting and watching. Are they close to an extension, Kyle Tucker and the Cubs? Where are they?
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're close at this point. In fact, there's no evidence they've begun talks, but they are expected to talk with Kyle Tucker. Not a shocker there, although it's very unusual to get a deal done in the walk year for this level player. And this is a superstar level player. It's only happened a few times where a guy's gone to a new team, signed an extension with months to go before free agency. Lindor did it. Guy D-Row was just talking about. Crochet did it as well, and Mookie Betts. So it is pretty rare, but I do believe the expectation is they will give it a shot. Obviously, a very good trade. This is a guy who has an OPS of right now 1,018. Outstanding player for the Cubs, and they certainly would like to keep him if they can.
I wonder if the Cubs are willing to commit to such a large contract. I guess time will tell. So Tucker found a new home. Pete Alonso went home. Fans, you know, Mets fans, they want to know, Jon, is a long time and a long-term marriage in the future. What do you think right now?
Yeah, well, I'd say there's somewhat of a shot with Tucker. I think it's a long shot with Pete Alonso. Look, they tried for months, the Mets, and Pete Alonso in the winter took a long time. They eventually got it done, right? $30 million. Plus Steve Cohen with the Steve Cohen tax had to pay another $33 million, so it wasn't cheap. $63 million. He's proving worth every penny of that with a 1,171 OPS so far, leading the league in OPS. He's been absolutely great. I'm going to say there's some chance they will talk to get it done. It's going to be difficult because of that Steve Cohen tax, right? Obviously under 10% at this point, and not going to be easy. He's going to be looking for $35 million a year plus based on that Vlad Guerrero contract. That Guerrero contract, that Soto contract, they certainly affect Tucker's situation and Pete Alonso. Interestingly, Alonso and Tucker, if people remember, were high school teammates. Hard to believe playing high school in Tampa. That must have been a pretty good little baseball team they had there.
That's right. Fans were in for a treat. 341 average for Pete Alonso. Wow, in the early going to go along with that power. We are almost, Jon Heyman, a month into the season, and the guys always say, wait, just wait for 40 games in and reserve judgment. But at first glance, you gave us a list of who's impressed you so far, and I haven't. I'd like to go down on a few of these guys. Trent Grisham, tumbling catches, double plays. What can't he do?
He's been amazing. When they originally made that trade, he was part of the Soto deal, and it was really more of a balance in terms of the money. The Yankees were willing to take the money, and they got a very, very good all-around player. He's outstanding defensively, as we've known all along. But right now, 1,093 OPS, so he is hitting up a storm. They've had a few surprise guys. Obviously, Ben Rice is another guy who has been great, picked up from spring training right where he left off. Grisham has been absolutely terrific for the Yankees, and that's one of the reasons they have one of the best offenses in baseball right now.
On the paternity list for this series, congratulations to him. Add Jung-Hoo Lee to this list. He said, he had a quote, Jon, the other day, talking about the ballpark, talking about the fans, talking about right center field. It just seems like a fit all around. Did they know they had this in him?
Yeah, I think so. He's a terrific personality, grandson of the wind, nice nickname. Missed most of last year with that shoulder injury, but right now 981 OPS, leads the league in doubles with 10. He's got 3 home runs. He's terrific defensively, great personality. There's a really nice vibe around the Giants. We saw that in spring training. They are off to a great start, and that is why that division, not only off to the best start in baseball, that is the best division. Will be interesting to see who makes it in the NL because it's going to be a logjam, right? Obviously, the Cubs are really good in the Central. Got some teams in the East. Philly's going to come on. The Mets are obviously very good. You got 4 really good teams in the NL West, and Lee is a big part of the Giants' resurgence, shall we say. Flores, another guy you guys were talking about, another part of that resurgence.
It's going to be fun for us, the fans, to watch. Okay, last on the list. I was looking at Carson Kelly's numbers. I didn't realize it. 371 average, 6 home runs, 18 RBI, leads the Cubs in WAR. Should he start more? I was talking with Eric Nays this morning, and I said, should he start more? And he said, it's workload management for catchers. What do you think?
Well, in the short term, I certainly think he should. He's got a 1,502 OPS. Incredible. More than double his career total at 700. He's been a very good defensive catcher. Has not hit like this. He's been amazing at bat. I mean, another part of the reason why the Cubs have the best offense in the National League to date anyway. Terrific signing of 2 years, 11-point-something million. That is a really good sign. Cubs did a great work in the offseason. Tucker, Kelly, and some others as well. They are a much improved team.
We play GM. We gave out big-time contracts. Our job here is done. Jon Heyman on the inside corner. Appreciate it.